Welcome to our podcast. We've got some electric news from the Valorant esports scene. You know, the complete lineup for the Game Changers Championship 2025 is in, and it's buzzing with excitement.
Absolutely, the tension is real. So many top teams coming together in Seoul, South Korea, huh?
Right, it's incredible. You've got the world's top 10 teams all ready to go. I'm talking about Shopify Rebellion Gold, who are the reigning champions and looking to defend their title. And then there's Team Liquid Brazil, eager for their shot at revenge after coming so close in previous years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's this whole regional twist too, with 4 slots for the Americas, 3 spots for EMEA, 2 for Pacific, and even 1 for China. It's a beautifully diverse competition.
Absolutely. It's like, everyone has their moment to shine. And get this, the Americas not only have Brazil, but also North America, Latin America, and even another spot through a last chance qualifier. Teams like, MIBRGC, Akave Esports Black, and Wadada had to really fight it out for that final ticket.
Yep. It really adds a lot of spice to the competition. And the details on how each team qualified, there's a blend of absolute excellence and some surprising underdogs making a comeback, like Nova Esports GC.
Yeah, Nova Esports GC is a marvelous story. They weren't even big names on the domestic scene just a while back, but they overhauled their strategy and clinched both domestic stages to earn that ticket to their first ever international appearance at Game Changers Championship.
That's really inspiring, right? On the other hand, you have teams like KRU Blaze, whose historical dominance in their region is really impressive. They're back to try and go further than before.
Right. KRU Blaze, formed way back in 2022, have been consistent with their 4 domestic titles. It's a journey of growth and challenge, and now they're hungry for a breakthrough on the international stage.
Indeed. And of course, there's G2 Gozen. I mean, talk about veterans. They've been around since 2022. They even bagged their 10th VCT Game Changers title after that clean 3-0 win in the EMEA stage. That's some serious track record.
Absolutely. Their history kind of sets the bar for excellence. But I find it interesting how the qualification process itself adds intrigue. Each region has specific slots, like the Pacific region with Zipto GC and even Ninetales from Korea, who, by the way, have been on a 21-game winning streak since their debut in 2025.
Yeah, that's impressive. Speaking of Ninetales, they've been absolutely dominating with that streak. But I do wonder, can they really handle the pressure of an international debut on home soil? There's usually a whole different ball game when playing at home.
That's a good point. I mean, it's like, when you're the favorite, the expectations can be a double-edged sword. And just like in our everyday lives, sometimes the home advantage can lead to unexpected pressures.
And let's not forget Sipto GC. They recently turned heads after defeating Ninetales in the VCT 2025 Game Changers Pacific. That win really put them in the spotlight.
True, true. Zipto GC, newly formed in 2024, almost like a young prodigy, captured 3 domestic titles even in their debut year. And beating a powerhouse like Ninetales 3-1, that's no small feat. But then again, sometimes fresh teams come with a lot of hype, but may lack the depth of experience.
Yeah, I can see that. The dynamic between the youth and the experienced squads is always fascinating in esports, where every letdown or burst of brilliance is magnified.
Definitely. And oh, the reigning champions, Shopify Rebellion Gold, they're back with a lineup that some might say is nearly invincible with their back-to-back wins. They've got players like Alexis, Dodonut, Mi-El, and Noya, among others, which really
Yeah,
underlines
it's
their
almost like
team
they've built
chemistry
a
and skill.
dynasty. Sure, but here's a twist. Wouldn't you say that sometimes a reigning champion can be too predictable? There might be teams out there planning to exploit any overly relied upon strategy.
That's a fair observation. In any sport, being on top often invites bold challengers who want to break the mold, and it's like, that's where the other teams step up and show why they deserve the crown. However, Shopify Rebellion Gold has been showing versatility. Their domination in domestic tournaments speaks volumes about their
Right,
adaptability.
adaptability is key. right? And when you look at Team Liquid Brazil, they're almost like that underdog story we all love. Finishing third in 2022, second in 2023, they've been so close to topping Shopify's records, and now they're aiming for that final breakthrough.
Exactly. Team Liquid Brazil is like that persistent runner who just keeps circling back for one more shot, and with players like Daiki, Bezerra, Isaiah, and Jelly leading them up, you can tell they're gunning for that revenge narrative.
Mm-hmm. And then we have MIBRGC closing out the qualifications. They clinched their spot through that high stakes VCT America's Last Chance qualifier. I mean, their journey was do or die, right?
Right. MIBRGC's qualification was a make or break scenario, especially after falling short last time in the grand finals. Now, with new energy and drive, they're stepping into the championship to change
Yeah, that's
that
the kind of
narrative.
story that fires up the fans. It really does. And, the formatting of the tournament itself brings such an incredible global flavor, from Seoul's high energy environment to the various regional qualifiers that added to the anticipation.
Totally. It's like planning a big international festival with a dash of sport. Each team brings their unique story and style. And the regional slot allocations literally create a melting pot of esports cultures.
Yes, it's exciting to see such diversity. And this lineup is also a clear statement about how far esports, and especially Valorant, have come. It started as a niche game, and now it's become a global sporting event with overlapping narratives of legacy, determination, and reinvention.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, the stakes couldn't be higher. With teams like G2 Gozen, who have already carved out a legacy over multiple championships, every match is going to be a battle of wits, precision, and adaptive strategies.
Absolutely, every point counts. One of the aspects that really intrigues me is the way these teams qualify across different circuits. It's not just about being the best domestically, it's about showing consistent performance on the international stage.
Exactly. It's like each team has to prove that their domestic success isn't just a fluke, but that they can, translate that into the global arena. And that last chance qualifier for the Americas, for instance, really shows that every match is a fight for survival.
Yeah, and just think the championship week itself in Seoul from November 20th to 30th, 2025 won't just be matches, it'll be a showcase of strategy, drama, and perhaps unexpected upsets.
Absolutely, it's a festival of esports. People are going to be glued to their screens, cheering for underdogs, celebrating epic comebacks, and witnessing history being made. I mean, it's like every match is a new chapter in an ongoing epic saga.
Exactly. And let's not overlook how the tournament format itself supports this drama. The staggered regional slots, varied qualification paths, and the mix of seasoned and newcomer teams ensures that no outcome is guaranteed.
Yep, and that's what keeps fans on the edge of their seats. While we might have predictions, it's the unpredictability that makes competitive esports so thrilling. Every team has its moment to shine or stumble, and fans just love that roller coaster of emotions.
Right on. You mentioned unpredictability. Do you think teams like Shopify Rebellion Gold will stick to their winning formula? Or might they try to innovate to keep their edge?
Well, I think it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, their tried and tested strategies have brought them tremendous success, but on the other, over-reliance on them could make it easier for opponents to anticipate their moves. It's a risky trade-off, and sometimes being too predictable can be a downfall.
That's a great point. It reminds me of how in traditional sports, a champion might switch tactics mid-season if they sense the competition is catching up.
Exactly, and in esports, the pace of innovation is even faster. Teams have to be nimble and ready to pivot in a heartbeat. So it will be fascinating to see if Shopify Rebellion Gold spices things up under pressure.
Yeah, that unpredictability is where the magic happens. I also think that the diverse talent pool from across the globe really makes each match a clash of different esports philosophies. From the technical precision of European teams to the aggressive energy of Pacific teams, every game is like a strategic dance.
Indeed, it's like a global chess match, but with a high-octane twist. Each move counts, and the coaches and players adapt on the fly. And with this championship being held in Seoul, the energy is just amplified.
I can imagine the atmosphere. As we wrap up, it's crystal clear that Valorant esports is reaching new heights. This championship is practically the apex of competitive gaming right now, and I'm looking forward to seeing which team can truly etch their name in history.
Absolutely. The Game Changers Championship 2025 is more than just another tournament. It's the ultimate stage where legacy, innovation, and passion collide. For all the fans out there, get ready. This is going to be one thrilling ride.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Stay with us for more esports insights, and remember, every match writes a new story in this electrifying world.